Hi, welcome to my new NFT news show, Names to be Decided. This is your source for unbiased information on what is transpiring in the epic, fast-paced, dynamic NFT space on Ethereum network and maybe other chains if I get more time. Whether you're the biggest cheerleader for your favorite NFT project, imagine wanting to do that, an MLG pro day trader, or on the outside looking in, this is the place where you can get the info you need to form your own opinion. And that's why this video is brought to you by Square. Just kidding, this is the first episode, but if you want to sponsor me, let's do it. As we know, it's been an eventful past 24 to 48 hours in the space. On May 9th, one of the founders of Azuki, ZAGABOND, released a tweet linking to an article he wrote titled A Builder's Journey. In this article, he details the building process behind 3 other projects he created: CryptoFunks, Tendies, and CryptoZunks. The term story product was the main theme of this article, which he believes is the future of interactive media. Ultimately, ZAGABOND created Azuki with a team. However, his identity had not been previously revealed, and each time a new project came out, he had a new identity. For context, this was more normal at the time. This article caused an uproar across Twitter and NFT communities as these 3 projects are generally viewed as rugs, and not the magic carpet kind. NFT sleuth Zach XBT voiced his opinion on the matter shortly after via direct reply and a quote tweet. People had many questions regarding the fate of the past project in regards to the contracts, royalties, and identities of founders. Later that evening, Andrew Wang posted a tweet saying he would be hosting ZAGABOND and WizWang the next morning. Andrew Wang maintained a very neutral and calm demeanor during the entire Twitter space.
I want to say to everybody in spaces, no, I am not paid. Nobody is sending me ETH. ZAGABOND and Azuki have not sent me ETH.
Wang asked many of the questions that the community was hoping to have answered.
I think a lot of us are wondering. We're wondering about the timing. So why did you decide to post that article now?
In terms of timing, this statement that I put out yesterday was something I wanted to share for a while, but that process had to be accelerated because there were people, anonymous people, who were harassing myself, my friends, my family in our DMs and our social media accounts. And so, we had to put out that statement, yesterday. And so we didn't try to time it on a day that was, it was a terrible day in the market. It just happened to be that day, unfortunately.
Next, Wang asked for clarification on the apparent female identity that was used to market CryptoZunks.
For our projects, a common thread was that we love putting together what we call story products, where we came up with characters for our projects like Philip the Intern, where he hand flipped all 10,000 images for CryptoFunks. And so for the Zunks project specifically, we had multiple members of the team that were running the socials, females included. But for Mandy specifically, we use her account to engage with the community on dev related things. And, Liz was one of the people who was running the account behind the scenes. And we never used her assumed gender to our advantage or anything like that, or for people to mint the project. It was just a character we came up with, and it was a shared account across the team.
After, Wang asked ZAGABOND if he believes that he should have been doxxed. ZAGABOND answered,
we started this project because we felt like there's an allure and a mystique about having an anonymous figure who is leading the project. I think by creating this persona and creating stories around our characters, that's something that is interesting to me. I think it's a way for me to be more creative and create more interactive stories. I don't have an answer to that yet.
Lastly, Wang asked ZAGABOND about the Funks royalties on Looks Rare.
We didn't even pay too much attention to what was going on with the Funks collection specifically. We just said, oh, maybe we should set some royalties on this because we still had the contract. So we set the royalties, and someone who was washed large amounts of ETH per CryptoFunk actually didn't see that we set the royalty. And so they traded, and then we received royalties from that one trade.
We all slept through the night of May 9th. Many day traded Azuki that day for a few ETH profit. Others had nightmares that they sold theirs for less than mint. But on May 10th, ZAGABOND wrote an apology thread with some plans of action. The thread stated that the team will determine an equitable redistribution of funds and give full control over the smart contracts to the communities of the past 3 projects. ZAGABOND reassured the Azuki community that transparency and communication will be of the utmost importance moving forward. And lastly, he emphasized that they will rise, build, and grow together.